Bando. Though they do, and we're off and running on this race. We see Illus and Dracus starting at the Sanctuary, while Fear and Rockman start at Link's house. And missed that early map check. We got looks like a pendant up at Hera, and one of our 5-6 crystals over in Eastern Palace with that. And we also have Desert Palace as one of our other crystals. With that. And yeah, and we also have 20 rupees from Uncle. With that. Let's see what we got on. Just just money in the thieves' hideout in the Lost Woods. So, what are you expecting to see from this seed?
Well, you always want to see something for Pad, because what is fun for us to watch isn't always fun for the runners.
True, and I've commentated a Pad seed last year, and it was the first one to go down into Blind's hut. So let's see what we have. Just 20 rupees so far. A heart. Another piece of heart. There's the Quake medallion. And with no bombs, we can't check the back part of the hut. On that. Looks like Dracus picked up at least some bombs. Zoas now going down to the bottom of the well.
There's some bomb.
Yep. And there's the shovel.
Fetch quest.
And we got a mushroom in the back of that.
Fetch quest central.
Yes. Well, hopefully, maybe. There's the flute in the back of the bar. And just bombs and rupees in the back of Shahasala's closet. Let's see what item we missed. What item Ellis is going back for. And bombos.
Bombs for bombo.
Yeah.
That's always a good trick.
Yep. Still don't have a sword. We still don't have a sword yet. But
bug in a bottle.
Yep. And that was our first bottle, ladies and gentlemen. At 3 minutes and 45 seconds, the goose is loose.
The duck is a muck.
And Rockman following right behind with his flute. Now we got a little bit of fast travel around Hyrule. Dracus dipping into Eastern Palace. Like that.
Taking the sick kid's lunch money.
That's never good. You might need it for chicken noodle soup. Well, if you're going to go over into Blindside picking up what he already knows, to pick up what we already know is already down there. Rockman following behind.
Lewis just unlocked his flute, and Drac is already well into
Easter. He got the big key. And Fear picking up his Quake and is about to also pick up his Bomb Burst medallion. And we have a saving quit from Dracos.
after he picked up a hint that we already knew.
Yeah. Oh, everyone with a bottle now. Let's see what the race has in store for us. Look, I don't think it was anything of interest. Yep, new to version 30, the telepathy tiles now give us hints. The green ones are kind of like the fake clues or useless clues. And then let's see what we have on top of the library. Just some money. And there's our level 1. Yeah, Illis with the sword.
The race game was a heart container.
Little bit of useless. And Illis now making his way to the front part of he's going into the castle. Going to check the back part of Escape. With that. And they go steal 20 rupees from our uncle. It looks like everyone had... Oh, that definitely... Shovel led them to the right place to pick up that, the sword. And let's see what turning the mushroom, nets us. We got Master Sword. I think that's a good trade, a mushroom for a Master Sword.
Drugs and weapons. Somebody call the authority.
Fear Agent, going up to Death Mountain to do his civil duty. Now, normally we would have the lamp at this part, but you can use the sword beams to help guide your way through that. And everything. And we got a full heart container in the Zelda portion of the escape sequence. And Rockman going to check out Agina's cave. So, helping the old man through the dark, dank cave nets us 10 arrows. Makes you wonder what he was doing with those arrows in that cave. And Illis, now with the hammer. Let's say Rockman going to check out, making his way to the swamp area. Now there's something I always love to see. Half magic, and we got a clue about a shield. And draining the swamp, as we saw briefly, draining the swamp is the power glove. So with that, Rockman will probably take the standard routing along the South Shore, going through Mini Moldorm and checking the ice cave as well. With that.
Jack's gonna go get his Master Sword.
And let's see, we have rupees, we got the mirror, we got, and the Moon Pearl. We now have Dark World active. Rockman now has Dark World, a little bit of Dark World access, still needs to get the hammer, but more importantly, we now have access to the Dark World over on Rockman's side. And that is the friendly bee, and I think Fear is gonna love finding those items there. Let's see what we have in Ice Palace. We have Tempered. Now that...
Fear checking the desert ledge for a little bit of cash.
So we've already had 3 sword upgrades really quick. One just led right to the... Finding the mushroom led us to getting the shovel, gave us the level 1 sword. Turning in the mushroom gave us the master sword. And in Ice Palace Cave, we have the tempered sword.
Rockman's fake flippering himself.
Yeah. Let's see what the hobo has. Excuse me there. What do we got from our... we're pilfering from the homeless guy. Right now, our runners seem to be all going in the general same direction.
Lake Hylia Island only having
10 rupees?
10 arrows.
Oh, 10 arrows. Yes, but also having the Moon Pearl allows us to perform to get these to Walk to getting these 2 chests. We have a piece of heart. And another piece of heart. So just some love in the waterfall cave. And Rockman going to check out our favorite con artist. Meanwhile, also checking out. Yep. So what do you think King Zor is going to have for us today? Do you think he's just going to have a life lesson, or will he have an item of use for us?
I'm willing to bet a little bit of luck.
No. Paid 500 rupees to get 50 rupees. That's a bad deal. Oh no, Rockman's saving. Yeah. Rockman's saving and quitting, and out of that. Ilwa's the only one with the hammer right now, but also has a little bit more of Dark World access. Heading over. And we have Ilwas, the first person in first of our runners into the Dark World. And he's going over to Hype. Oh. He's going to go check out Hype Cave. Alright, let's see what Hype Cave has for us today. That's the single arrow. A heart. Another heart. Ah, there's the Titan's mitts. And so, how would you grade that height, Cave?
I would say no complaints here. If I was a runner.
And it looks like Turtle Rock was one of our other pendant dungeons.
Rockman checked the bombable area in the back. Nothing really big.
Alright. And bombs from from Stumpy. Fear Agent going to do the same thing. And according to our tracker, Turtle Rock is our green pendant.
Illis finds our boots.
We now have boots in Cave 45. So now we get to go fast. The other 5-6 Crystal and Misery Mire. He's going over to the digging game. Real quick, going back over the other items, the other dungeons. Pod, Swamp, Thieves Town, Ice Palace, and Mire are all crystal dungeons. Mire being the other 5-6 crystal. Turtle Rock is our green pendant dungeon today.
Ooh, a lot of digs just for a piece of heart.
Yeah. Oh, Rockman taking, Illis taking Jeremiah. Back, now, but first he's gonna go check out Peg Cave. For 10 arrows.
Boots and Hammer making very short work of that home improvement job.
Yep. Yep. And we're getting that other map check. Turtle Rock was the green pendant. Swamp the blue. Like I said earlier, Mire. And our tracker is doing a great job today of that. Alright, I was checking at the bombable hut in Thieves Town.
Fear picking himself up a hammer. And Trap getting himself the Titan's mitts.
Right over to the chess game. Just money. Rockman picking up his boots. Alright, we are now into our first dungeon of the game. In the sea. Yep. Always a good find in that first. We got bombs. Now the big key will be in one of those 4 chests in the front. key will always be in one of those 4 chests in the front. In Thieves Town. Yep.
Jack picking up his boots and Fear Agent going and grabbing the
and Rockman returning Jeremiah back.
And finally, Fear grabbing his boots.
Right. Now, with Illis going through Thieves Town, again, for those of you who are new to random, since majority of the items have been picked up on that, so now we're down to one of 2 possibilities. The one could have our last item, or it could be in that big chest. We have a small key from that. We'll see what Illis does. So that's one of 2 possibilities from that.
Looks like he's going for the big chest.
Yeah. So it looks like the item is not item locked with that. Today, we got a burrito from that. Illis having a little trouble on the travelators. Rockman going through Mire now. To get into Mire, we need bombos. With that as well.
Rockman taking a little detour to Checkerboard Cave first.
Hopefully it's something useful. No, not today. 20, a big 20. And Illis taking down Blind.
Grabbing our crystal at 23 minutes.
Yeah. I did not see what the item was that Blind dropped. Did you happen to see what it was?
I blinked and I missed it.
Yep. Some cash is required to unlock. Fear taking the lunchbox back to be opened. And Illis going into Skull Woods. Now he can't complete it. Because we do need a fire source to get into the back, but he can clear out the front of it. And chat pointing out that Blind dropped hours for us. And we have... Yep. Chat is always like our second eyes and ears if we, the commentators, miss it. So chat, thank you very much for helping, for pointing that out to us as well. Illis picking up the blue cane, the cane of Berna. more keys. If you're just restocking up on blue goo, real quick. Rockman got stuck on on the dead rock. Now we'll also be able to check the what do we have up on Spectacle Rock? And it's a piece of heart. Yep. And a piece of heart on Bumper Cave ledge as well. And it was checking out bunk rocks.
And Fear heading into the ice palace.
Yep.
Almost will get you in here.
Yes.
Gil is checking the graveyard ledge.
Let's hope for something good up there. Nah, just a piece of love. But we will get our routing in King's Tomb as well. Rockman dipping into Tower of Terror.
Fear Agent found the fire rod.
The fire rod and ice palace. Always checking the 3 chests that we have at the back. Escape. And, like you said, useless. With that,
It does allow him to check out Dark Cross, and I don't think we've seen what's in.
no, we haven't. We don't have a light source, so we won't know what Illis picks up. And that was our joke hint. And Rockman looks like he's setting up a bomb jump. And we have a compass. And Rockman taking on everyone's favorite enemy, Trolldorm.
I keep seeing more and more ways to get through that fireball room every time I walk. Everybody has their own way of getting through.
Yep. Oh, the one in Ice Palace?
Yeah, the one where some people will bomb jump around.
Yeah. Mainly with that, people will bomb jump it, so they don't have to do the other side of Ice Palace unless it's really needed. But Rockman going over to open up Turtle Rock. So we're going to take a look at what we need to get into Turtle Rock. But I know these runners are happy they don't have to actually complete it this time. But there could also be progression in it. And it's the Ether Medallion. So we need Ether to get into Turtle Rock tonight. Pure Agent taking on Cold Stare. And Rockman checking out the Super Bunny Cave. And picks up the Fisher-Price, My First Shield. So Fear Agent with his first crystal as well. And it looks like Rockman did a hover ability to... He hovered.
You can bonk to get to that southern...
Right, but you have to hover to get to that first platform. Rockman now checking out Spiral Cave. And just some bombs. Alright, Paradox Cave time. A lot of goodies to be found here. We have the bow. So now that opens up Eastern Palace for us, so we're not bow locked anymore with that. Alright, those are flippers. Bombs. $20 a piece of heart and more arrows. That's actually a good find in the Paradox Cave. Rockman picking up the flippers and the bow.
At this point, we're almost in no mode, aren't we? We just need one more.
I believe, yeah. Fear needing the bow. The bow and...
Flippers.
And flippers, yeah. He's 2 items away from go mode.
He needs the hook shot too, doesn't he, to get through?
Yes. Yes and no. You can bonk over that
That's
gap.
right, you can.
Yeah. But considering we don't need to do Swamp Palace, so we kind of don't need the hook shot. But it would be great if we can also find it too. But we have there's other ways around getting into the eastern side of Dark Death Mountain as well. And Illis and Dracus both picked up some literature. They're taking down Mothra. And going to check that last chest. It's just a key. he went right for the boss first. No, I don't think...
I wonder if any of the other runners are going to hit up check pedestal while they're taking out.
Alright, so according to chat, checking that we need the Cane of Samaria and the hook shot for go mode. Chat pointing that out to us, so we need the red cane and the hook shot for go mode. And I was checking out Paradox Cave as well.
He's going to be happy with what he finds.
Yep. So knowing that we need the Cane of Samaria and the hook shot for go mode, now where do you think they're located? Alright, Fear making his way into desert. Like, Rockman making quick work of Blind. Illis going down to check Spike Cave. Just for a big... Yeah. Spike Cave holding out on us today. Alright, we have our land mollusk fight. And down goes land mollusk for some bombs. But more importantly, your agent picked up that third crystal. And Rockman going into pod. With Illis not far behind. Correction on that. Rockman going to check out Eastern Palace. Illis going into pod.
Looks like Fear's making his checks out in the village of Outcast.
And Dracus making his way through Ice Palace, picking up his fire rod. Sorry, Fear, that's not that's not gonna work in the dungeon. You're trying to use the flute in the dungeon.
Illis picking up a little nomadic wisdom from a fake hit.
Chad saying that was the best hint ever. And the ice rod, the fire rod was the first chest in Ice Palace. Most of the forerunners that we have here are very skilled in doing these dark rooms. So they should not have a problem getting through these. It's just that we won't know what items they pick up, especially from Millis going down into the basement area of pod. And he quickly made his way to Homisaur. And making quick work of the Homicide King. Just a couple swipes with the Temper Sword. And defeating Homicide King gives us the silver arrows.
That's always something you like seeing on a raid.
Yes. Though all of them were skilled even to do Ganon Silverless too.
Oh yeah.
It was going back in to pick up the chest that he missed. Meanwhile, Rockman picking up his second crystal from completing Eastern. And now decides to dip in the pod. That's always the good play, though. Complete the one, mirror into the other. Just knock them both right out. Now, unfortunately, we will not be able to see what's in the dark maze, but there is the cane of the red cane, the cane of Somalia. And we got a key from that one chest. Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with that other. Let's see what that other chest was. He's in the dark maze room now. Did not see what that item was, and we did not see what that other item was that he picked up. Alright, and it just picked up 10 arrows as well. And now with silvers in hand, Illis can just make quick work of the armor snakes. Illis just needing a fire source. He has the boots, so he can get into Mire, but we need a fire source of either, we need the fire rod, he needs to get the fire rod, or needs the fire rod. And I want to say that would put him in go mode. Chad also pointing out We just need the ether medallion and hookshot. We are in go mode as well too. But for Illis, we just need the bow and the red cane, and he's in go mode. So fear not opting to get the book like the other 3 runners did. And with silvers in hand, that makes quick work of the Armos Knights.
Yeah, silvers kind of melt most bosses.
Right. The other reason I know why Chet is saying why we might need the hook shot. Swamp could also have progression. I'd have the progression item for us as well too.
Fear having a little bit of trouble with those dead rocks.
Yes, it was trolling him for a little bit there. I want to say that hopefully they don't need to go into Turtle Rock. That's my worst case scenario right there, that they do. Well, best case scenario that they don't have to go into Turtle Rock. The Turtle Rock is not having any progression for us. Ellis making his way through Ice Palace. No.
I don't think anyone wants to go into Turtle Rock if they can avoid.
Right. Because it's more or less long and drawn out. But I want to say not as long as going through, like, the Ice Palace or the Water Temple. Chat pointing out that Rockman has picked up his red cane, and you just have a little bit of a delay sometimes with the trackers and everything.
Fear got his first shield.
Yep.
There's another one either on Catfish or...
Well, one of the tablets, I want to say. Worst case scenario. Fear finally checking out Paradox Cave. Illis having a little bit of trouble with that bomb jump. So now we get to see what that other chest was down here. And it was just money.
Fear's headed to pod while Rockman's making his way through Skullwood.
Draco's cleaning out pod as well. And Illa's having a little bit of trouble with Cold Stare today. He can be kind of tricky if you don't corner him in that top corner. We just need that Ether Medallion as well to get into Monitor, and that would be go mode for majority of Illis, Fear, and Dracus. So now they're going to be on the hunt. Now they are on the hunt for the Ether Medallion. So, Tenchi, what do you think that Ether Medallion is hiding today?
Good question. Let's go with the mean thing and say it's on magic.
Ooh. Yeah, we have not. Well, we need the powder for that.
Yeah, that's why I say it's me.
True. Now,
I mean,
I'm going to say
right now he's got a 50% chance of having a sheep.
Right. But it could also be with Catfish. One of the two tablets, because we haven't checked Bombus and we haven't checked either tablet yet.
I thought progression couldn't go on tablets anymore.
We have the book. Illis, Drakman, and Dracus have the book.
Ah.
So they could potentially check that. Remember, Fear did not pick up his book from her. And if that Ether Medallion is either on one of the tablets, then he's going to have to backtrack all the way up Death Mountain. Albeit he has the flute, so it's not losing that much.
Still be annoying.
But, and Chad's saying you might be right on that too, with your prediction.
I'm getting told it's no progression on tablets, equals sanity.
Yeah. So it's probably it's probably got to be here. One other place we haven't checked as well. We haven't checked Pyramid Ledge. So Catfish having the level 2 shield which Rockman forgoes. So that only leaves
Fear grabs his silvers.
while I try to figure out where the ether medallion is. And yes, that is correct, XOR. No one has dipped Swamp Palace yet. The other reason is for that too. No one checked Pyramid. We never checked Pyramid Ledge as well too.
It looks like Illis is going to go and have a look at the pedestal.
Yeah, he just completed. That would be really, truly.
Nope, he's
moving
on.
Oh god, that would be... No. Yeah, that would be really truly if our ether... We need ether to get into both. Drak is taking the dip into Swamp, while Illis is going to go check out Pyramid Ledge. Hopefully, that ether medallion is there on the ledge. We have the hook shot. Hook shot on Pyramid Ledge.
Oh, at least that makes the trip worthwhile.
Yes. And that does make getting through Swamp Palace, you know, also a little bit more easy too. Drakus can only dip into it because, you know, he doesn't have the hook shot. Because that is required.
Same for Rockman there.
Yep. And Illis is going to be disappointed. Picks up his shield, picks up the fire shield. And goes to check the waterfall with the 2 waterfall chests. The chat saying that if ether is in the back, that they're going to be locked out of that. Drakus is happy now that he has his hook shot. So those right now just needing the ether medallion for go mode. That is all is needed that's left. I don't know, this seed has built up some crazy stuff for our runners in the beginning. We're gonna get the final, Illis finish it. There it is!
There's Ether!
And Illis, at 1 hour, 7 minutes, is in go mode! There we go, we have go mode.
And with only one crystal to go, this is gonna be a quick fix.
Yep, all he has to do is just go through it, and we are in go mode right now. So Illis making quick work of that, and guys in the chat, we do apologize. We did seem to lose... we lost sound temporarily, but now we are back with that. Illis, the first of our runners on the restream to being go mode. And then we get to have a little fun after this. That's right, chat. Now it's just how quickly can Illis get through Meyer? It was that one dark room down there in Meyer is always a pain. Rockman gonna be happy now picking up his hook shot. And Fear now in go mode at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Chat already foreseeing something in the future with that. But with silver hours, we can make quick work of the smaller eyes. And down goes that now. We like to have now since this is not a 12-bit race and the bot is not active, we like to play something called the Ganon Tower Big Key Guessing Game. There were 22 chests in Ganon's Tower, Titus. Out of the 22 chests, where do you think that big key is hiding?
Let's go with number 7. Just nice and easy.
Alright, and I am going to say I'm going to go with number 9. Chat getting their guesses in. And everything. Chat roasting me on my pick. I mean, I could go with my other favorite pick that I have. Alright, we're about to... So once we have Ganon's Tower open, I'm gonna call no more bets on this. Alright, and the guessing is closed now for the Ganon Tower key game. Let's find out where that big key is. Going down on the right side first. In 1, we have a heart piece. In 2, we have the burrito, the map. Alright, going over to left side Ganon's Tower. Key on top of the torch. That's always helpful. In 3, the compass. In 4, the bug catching net. In 5, the rupee. And in 6, we have the powder. Alright, in 7, 20 rupees. It looked like Illis also picked up the blue boomerang as well. Infuriation, not far behind, about to enter Ganon's Tower. In 7, another key. In 8, thank you. I'm a chest behind.
And in the rando room, we find...
In 9, 20 rupees. In 10, heart. In 11, 20 rupees. And in 13, another piece of heart. We call this the rando room because we only see this during randomizer. Getting ahead of myself there. Bob's chests. We have bombs. Oh, 14, 15, and 16. Nothing. So we gotta go back over to the right side. And Jock is not far behind, also entering Ganon's tower. So right now it's a very close race between Illis. There it is! In chest 17. And Illis picking up some extra keys. So chest 17 can 18, thank you. In chest 18. I can't count today for some reason.
Illis also picking up some red mail for a little bit of safety.
Yep. Yeah, 17. I was right.
Well, it had a 7 in it.
Yeah. Here doing the tile room. And Illis makes his way through the gauntlet. The gauntlet of enemies.
I myself am super casual, so I just, bomb most my way through it.
Chad having some fun with my calling out of the chests. I was right with it being the 17th chest. It was the 18th location. It's with that. There we go. Track. It was picking up that using the powder to get the on the anti-fairy to get a fairy and some full health, and takes on land mold too.
Making absolutely short work of them.
Yep. And 20 rupees in the land mold chest. Yes, Draka. Yeah, I think, yeah. Draka's to do right side first. And it was making quick work of Argus. And now it's on to Ganon. Draka's right behind. By a few seconds. Alright, taking a look at the times here. We have Zero Rush coming in first with 1 hour 20 minutes 51 seconds. P-Train 24 coming in second place at 1 hour 21 minutes 52. Files finishes in third with 1 hour 22 minutes. And Sab finishing in fourth place with a time of 1 hour 23 minutes and 2 seconds. We've already had 4 finishers with this, and both Illus and Drakus on the third phase of Ganon. So this is going to come down to don't fall off the ledge. Illus missing the torch glitch.
Killer App getting 5th place.
And Illus finishes first of our restreams with a time of 1 hour 25 minutes.
And 41 seconds. With Dracaris only 10 seconds behind.
Yeah. Alright, get your GGs out for both Illus and Drakus on that. And we'll see if they want to join us. A few. Illus, good. GG.
GG.
So, about that seed. you
actually kind of nice most of the time. I liked it overall. Of course, that hookshot was a bit mean, but yeah, it was nice. Overall.
yeah, that and ether were kind of like the last two items you needed for go mode with that and everything. But that was in the beginning. You know, you got the sword from the haunted grove, which then you got the master sword to tempered sword and everything. That was like a quick sword progression in the beginning there.
Yeah, it was kind of awesome to get those swords in very quick succession, because then the rest of the seed is kind of safe, and it's not something that everybody checks, so it felt kind of good to have those swords that early.
Any part of the seed where you thought you had a little bit of difficulty, or where you thought the seed was trolling you a little bit?
Most of the things were within expectation, I think. I'm not sure. Like, alright, when I discovered that ice rod and it was buried in escape, I thought, oh boy, is this gonna be a turtle rock seed? But in the end, I didn't even need to go in.
It turned out Turtle Rock was actually a green pendant dungeon.
Yeah, I knew that at that point in time.
And also we have Fear Agent joining us. Fear, GG to you.
Hey, GG.
Yeah. So, your thoughts and comment. Your thoughts on this seed.
It was fun. It was a fun seed. I wish I didn't full clear it, but
yeah.
I think hook shot was my second to last item I got.
Yeah, that seemed to be the item that was everyone needed for go mode. The hook shot.
Was Illis the first one into GT?
Yes. Illis was the first one to Ganon Tower, followed by Draconis, really close behind on that.
So Dracarys did fully clear the GT basement as well?
I think so. I'm not sure with that as well.
But did he do tile room?
Oh, I thought I saw you go into tile room, Fear.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Rockman
Going-
just didn't know that.
Going for those big brain strats, Fear?
That's right. I also went to ice like super early and got my fire.
Yeah. So, your thoughts? Any part of this seed? As I asked, also I'll ask you the same question. Any part of this seed where you thought where the seed was trolling you a little bit? With that?
No, I don't think there was any trolls. Everything was pretty straightforward, honestly. The hook shot on Pyramid Ledge, I guess, was the biggest troll, but
Yeah, that's what me and Tenshi here were trying to figure out. Like, where was the hook shot, and where was the ether medallion? Because those were the last two items you guys needed for go mode. With that.
yeah, I kind of wish I didn't do Ice Palace as soon as I did now, because it got me the Fire Rod, which made me waste time in Skull Woods and Desert. I have no idea where the lamp is, by the way.
Nah, I don't.
I'm guessing Swamp Palace.
maybe. I think it could even be Turtle Rock.
Great job also to all of you guys on the dark room stretch as well.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of a mean seat if you cannot do the dark rooms.
Yeah.
By the way, I wasted some time too clearing Skywoods and Desert Palace, but yeah, Ice Palace was still a good choice, I think. Though after finding the Fire Rod, I decided to skip the rest.
Right. And we have Rockman, the last of the restreamers, going into clearing out Meyer first.
I don't feel bad if I only finished, what, 3 minutes behind, less than 3 minutes behind Drac and Illis.
Yeah.
And I did Tile Room, so that feels...
Well, Drac and Illis, they were like seconds behind each other.
10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, you guys are about 10 seconds behind each other.
Must have been nice to watch, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was all over the place with the flute. I was just going here and there as much as...
Right, we even heard you using the flute in one of the dungeons, too.
Yeah, I like the flute.
Yes.
Why not play it when I can?
Right, the flute came very early in the sea, too. About like,
It was in the tavern.
Yeah.
Kakariko.
Right. Rockman just finished with taking a look at your item counts. 144 for you, Illis. Drakus, 137.
Yeah. I've seen that he had the GTPK at 8, while I had the GTPK at I don't know, 20 or something. So
Right.
he did do Dark Magician strats and saved some time in there, but I'm glad I still managed to be ahead.
Right. It was in chest 7. It was in chest. Well, it was for you, Illis. It was the 17th chest that you opened.
Only the 17th?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be right.
Tenchi, is there any questions you would like to ask as well?
I don't have any questions offhand.
Will Dracarys not join us tonight? Or
I don't.
today?
Probably not. He told me he doesn't like you, Illis, so...
Oh, it's bad.
Personal. I was surprised when I got to Aga 2 and Illis and Dracarys hadn't finished yet.
Right.
That felt
Well,
good.
I fully cleared most of the stuff as well. The only thing I really did skip was the right side of Ice Palace and well, some of the overworld stuff we had hints for, like the purple chest.
Man, I did purple chest super early. So I don't know. For some reason, when I'm on restream, I feel like I have to full clear everything. But normally, I would just skip the Smith stuff. I got to get away from that.
Right.
Well, I did like half of it. I think it was really convenient in my case, because mids were in Hype Cave and I started there. So I just went from bottom to top and could do the Smiths on the way. It was very nice.
Yeah, with the power gloves being in swamp.
Power gloves were in Hype Cave. When did you get boots, Illis?
At like 25 minutes, like after Hype Cave, or no, maybe way earlier. But after Hype Cave, I went to K45 and, as I said, all the way up. So I had boots quite early.
I think that was like the very first spot you checked after after you were able to get like full access to Dark World and everything.
Yeah, after Hype Cave, I went for digging game or in the direction of the digging game, and yeah, it all worked out quite well in the early to mid game.
Look at that. A lower collection rate than Illis and slower. That always feels good.
Oh, when did you find boots?
Minute 21 is what it said.
I'll check the.
I'm happy with what I think I finished 8th or something overall. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. For some reason, when I was giving out the times, my computer decided to restart on me and everything. So I'll let you know of where everyone finished in a second.
You were 7th overall, Fear.
Oh, even better. I'll take that.
Alright, yeah, here we go. Drakus, you finished in 7th place. Fear finished in...
Lied.
Oh, yeah.
I finished in 9th, not 7th.
Yep, Fear finished in 7th.
I feel betrayed. 6th, 7th, and 9th on the restream. Not too bad.
Right. It was, you finished in 6th. Like we said, 10 seconds behind each other. We had 58. Yeah, we had about 58 people entering this race, and
yeah, I think it was a very decent placement considering
we had about we had 5 people forfeit so far out of the race. On that.
All right, well, I'm gonna go get dinner. Thanks for the restream.
Yeah, I have mine sitting right next to me. No problem. Always glad to have you guys to see you guys run. Chat, if you like what you see in here, please do follow our runner. Follow our runners on their streams as well. Give them a like and everything. And guys, as we're waiting to finish with Rockman, who is making his way through through Ganon's Tower. So we won't hold you guys up that much longer. So with that,
GG, Ellis. I'll get you next time, Ellis.
GG, Fear.
One of these days, I'll beat you.
Well,
I don't know when it is, but it's gonna happen.
There's certainly decent chances for you. You've done it several times before, so I've no doubt about that.
I don't think I've ever beat you.
I'll try my best to not let you beat me.
Thanks to the commentators, and thanks to the trackers, and to Math Girl, and to SG. All right, see you.
You guys put on a great race every time, so thank you guys as well. We have a little bit. Yep. We have a couple more finishers. 26th place, VV finishing with a time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Alright, I think I'll sign off as well because it's already quite late in the EU and I think I'm gonna go to bed real soon. So, as you said, thank you guys for commentating and for tracking and all that. I really appreciate that every time. It's a lot of fun joining those weeklies and dailies. So, thank you guys.
Always glad to see you, Race Ellis.
Thank you for joining us, and let's hear it for our runners one more time, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Rockman's still the last runner on the restream to make it to Ganon's Tower. Also, let's give a big shout out to our 2 trackers, Daisky and Marty, for tracking. If you know, Can't have this randomized race without the help of our beloved trackers. So give them a as well.
Almost a perfect Glen Nola's 2 flat fight there for Rock.
Yep. And Hayfield Bay finishing in 27th place with a time of 1 hour, 42 minutes and 17 seconds.
Then we got Scary Olive in 28th place. Our Red Walsh V in 29th. Adirondack Rick in... And Rockman taking on Troll Dorm 2.
Yep.
Three quick swipes of his cinnamony goodness, and he's done. And then it's him taking the trig test.
Yep, our favorite geometry wizard, as we like to call him here. Making quick work of phase 1. On Ganon. Now onto phase 2. And I'll take a look on the schedule, but I think this is the only Zelda randomized race going on right now.
They'll have a Zelda 1 randomizer
Yep.
later.
Yep. Chat just Marty just posted them. Zelda 1 randomizer at 10 p.m. tonight. Don't know what speed gaming channel that is, but we got all the.
That'll be in Speed Gaming 1, where they're doing Aria of Sorrow, right?
Ah. And Rockman finishes with a time of 1 hour, 47 minutes. And the Triforce asking if we can break us 3 up. The Zelda 1 randomizer going to be right here on Speed Gaming 2. With that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I'm not sure if Rockman is going to join us. This? All right, and it looks like that's gonna do it for us. But I don't think Rockman is gonna join us tonight to do a quick Q&A. So remember, keep it right here to Speed Gaming 2 at 10 o'clock for the Zelda 1 randomizer. That's always fun to watch as well. And then all of next week, we've got more, Zelda Link to the Past randomizer. We got our 2 p.m. daily and our 9 p.m. daily races. Once again, let's hear it for our 2 trackers, Marty 7449 and Phase 1 Skeeth, for all their hard work that they put into it. And Tenchi, thank you for joining me today in the commentating booth for your very first time. So thank you very much. Yeah. And it wasn't anything godlike what they threw me in with an open world one, but hopefully we get to commentate again. So anything you want to say before we close out?
Don't forget to give the runners a follow for more goodness like this.
So until next time, I'm Yoko.
And I'm Thunder Tenchi.
And we'll see you next time for more of Link to the Past Randomizer. Take care, everybody. So long.
Good night.